emotional learning, SEL, is an approach to learning that helps kids as well as adults better understand their emotions and the full depth of emotions while learning how to be empathetic for others. These skills transfer into positive and better decision making. It helps generate a framework for reaching goals and builds positive relationships, foundations with others. To help with students in grades K through 2, as you noticed, our school just purchased the Spot of Emotion book series by Diane Alberg to help our younger students to understand their emotions and the fact that we experience a variety of emotions that serve purposes. I have been using these books and strategies since distance learnings in 2020 during COVID. I have found them to be very beneficial with the younger grades, and I'm hoping to share this great program with you today. The goal for today's professional development is to get a better understanding of the Spot Emotion curriculum and how students should learn to find their peaceful spot and to find their peaceful spot while also caring about others so they can find their peaceful spot. So, just to kind of see some of the demographics and the things you're going to see. Okay, why is it important? The teaching of social emotional learning not only has been found to increase student achievement by 11%, but it also creates students who exhibit more positive behaviors, showing empathy, kindness, and sharing. Students also are in a better frame of mind for lowering anxiety and depression. Daily life at school becomes better when students learn to understand and manage their emotions, empathize and relate to the emotions of others, and make better choices. Social emotional learning is linked to having more positive self-image, a better relationship with families and friends. It also decreases the dangerous risk-taking behaviors and other unwanted behaviors. The Spot of Emotion books help explain the whys in kid-friendly language to help them internalize the reasons while building these relationships and empathy. As we know, emotions are a tricky thing. How we perceive and how we interact with the world can be persuaded by physiological arousal, expressive behaviors, as well as conscious experiences. Self-awareness and emotional regulation strategies can improve when students learn to recognize and label their emotions accurately. Talking about feelings and emotions helps in the management and recognition of emotions. The Spot of Emotion books have broken down the emotions that are commonly felt, and then they also share examples of when these emotions are felt and how it might even evolve into other emotions in kid-friendly language. And illustrations to help students learn to recognize when they are feeling. Students need to be taught that it is okay to ask for help, and when to ask for help, gaining the knowledge of the kind of help they need and who to ask to help keep these emotions in a manageable level. Discussing manners, learning to share, and trying new things is also helpful in teaching students emotions and how to recognize and manage them. We know that self-awareness is the key to success. Knowing your emotions helps strengthen the relationships you have with others daily, building trust, communication, and friendships. Self-awareness involves understanding your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, as well as how they impact your behavior. Teaching students what triggers their emotions and what motivates their behaviors is necessary for building a better classroom environment while decreasing the unwanted behaviors. The Spot of Emotion books break down emotions for children, making them easier to visualize, which makes them easier to manage. While Diane Albert also has a variety of activities that can be used for even deeper understanding. Part of this curriculum involves vocabulary. Instead of just saying, I'm good or I'm fine, you're teaching them the complexity of emotions and to be able to explain better how they feel with more than one at the same time, and helping students manage ups and downs that are all part of life. All right. So part of self-awareness is distinguishing similar emotions. So right now, while I play the Calm Spot video, I want you to take your peaceful spot paper and I want you to think of 3 other words that could mean peaceful.
When you need to let your sillies out, here is something you can do. Breathe slowly to have your brain relax and add some movements too. Smell a flower, you should see your belly move. Blow a bubble, now you're in a groove. Keep that breathing going and move right into pose. Let me show you how it goes. Start on the floor, sitting with a smile. Crisscross your legs in applesauce style. Rainbow reach with your hands raised high. Side stretch like a rainbow to the sky. Now rest your hands on your knees. Look like an owl. What do you see? Smell a flower. You should see your belly move. Blow a bubble. Now you're in a groove. Keep that breathing going and move right into pose. Let me show you how it goes. Hands and knees to the floor like a table. Balanced, calm, and very stable. Drop your belly like a cow and say moo. Stretch like a cat. Meow, meow, meow. Slow as a snail. Head down and stretch out. This is how we get our energy out. Downward facing dog with your head still down. Upward facing dog, look up at the moon and howl. Smell a flower.
So you get the idea. So it's a little silly for us, but for our kids, they enjoy it. It's teaching them all the different yoga and breathing exercises that will help. So our main goal is to manage and regulate emotions, because that leads to positive, better moods, positive relationships, better decision making, and abilities. So the goal is to teach this to our students when they have very intense emotions, such as anger, sadness, and anxiety, which are ones that you learn with the Spot of Emotion series. Teaching students to find a balance in their emotions and to use different breathing exercises when emotions are out of balance can help them learn to identify and regulate their emotions. We want students to stop, think of what their emotion is, figure out on their own how to